join us sitting outside the woods of the lost. And last week, we had a relatively difficult decision to make. Do we continue on with our quests here, or move on to the next area? Now, if we look at the map, we have this area here, this quest line. Then we have the Tian Monastery quest line, and then we have the rest of the Serpent's Heart quest line, as well as possibly some stuff down here that we haven't touched on. I have decided that since there was no response to it, we are going to leave the Woods of the Lost as we are. What we will do is we will hide the quests if possible, or we will stop tracking the quests. So we won't look at them, but we'll know they're there. So, what we'll do is we'll deliver the letter to Sunshin Ironpaw. Oops. That could have been embarrassing. So, we'll leave everything here as is. I'll make our way back. I hope that everyone has been having a very good week. Unfortunately, I have really not been having a very good week, but I've been looking forward to recording this and, carrying on from there. We'll fly down to Gruken Hill, go south east till we find the path, and then make our way through into Pangstead. That's wrong. Hang on, let's try this. Pangstead, there we go. From there we will begin our questing. I believe there will be a Lawwalker show. No, maybe Lawwalker? I can't remember. I know somebody's there. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I've had a pretty awful week, and hopefully we can just get through it. I forget there's so much gorgeous scenery here in the Jade Forest. You can hear the sounds of the birds and everything in the background there. This is genuinely, like, to me, the prettiest scenery, and at some point in my life, I would love to travel to China and see some real life places that inspired this, because I don't know, I just, that would be really cool. Places like this, China, Japan, Taiwan, everything of that, like with a distinctive theming. My initial thought process goes to Japan, because they had like they had a specific architectural style akin to what we see here in Pandaria, but the difference is there's mostly got wiped out either by infighting or changes in what they believe to be important, I guess. They didn't really, after a while, they did start to really But I know for a fact they have like entire themed villages that look exactly like they would have in the Meiji era, for example. A level 90 Draenei Shaman is ahead of us here. We're not going to draw attention to it, but here we are, going past these massive snakes. So, yeah, a lot of their stuff was lost in the different things that came to pass. Here we are. So I love this kind of old school look and feel with the red and the blue roofs and everything like that. The colours for this is fantastic. Chen Stormstout, that's who it was. We're going to talk to Chen Stormstout and Lily. Alright. Chen and Lily. My niece and I are new to Pandaria, probably like yourself. We're visitors from the Wandering Isle, and, to be honest, we have no idea where we're going. That farm up ahead looks like a fine place as any to take off our shoes and enjoy a brew. What do you say, Lily?
Come on, Uncle Chen. What are we waiting for?
Tauren, would you like to...
Lily. We have all the time in the world to explore Pandaria. Take some time to enjoy the trip.
I would enjoy the trip more if we were actually going somewhere.
Would you like to share the road with us? That's a really nice thing. Follow Chen Stormstout to Pang's stead.
May your journey
Sure,
be
let's
long.
do it.
Finally!
Sorry for the wait, Lily. Okay, here we are.
I am called Chen, and this is my niece, Lily. May we stay here at your farmhouse for a while? We do not have much in the way of money, but I will gladly share some of my famous ale with you. Greetings, Chen. Lily, you may stay, but I do not need any of your ale. Thank you. We will not trouble you for long. Interesting. He does not like beer? A very strange land indeed.
Really, Uncle? We're stopping already? We only moved like 10 feet.
Well, Lily, you do have a point, but that's okay. Pang Thunderfoot.
You have the eyes
I-
of one who has traveled much.
We have a lot in common, this lad. You and all your friends are welcome to stay here as long as you like. Does all of this farmland belong to you? I've put my son, Ang, in charge of my vegetable farm just down the hill. My nephew, Liang, runs the pig farm down to the west, and his father, my brother, maintains a small sheep ranch to the south of that. My farming days are over. These days I just gather the harvesting crops and sell them to folks headed down this road. Less time on my feet, more money in my pocket. Makes sense?
May you find mastery in your passion.
Welcome, welcome, visitors. You come to sample some of my son's turnips, perhaps purchase a few pigs. Please, make yourself at home. I have plenty of room. I apologize for the state of things around here. The vermin, these rabbity creatures down the hill, have been pushing further and further into my family's farm, and our crops, which are normally bigger and more delicious, by the way, have been suffering because of it. I am no soldier, but you might be. Would you mind pushing some of
Chen,
these vermin
I think
off
I know
our
why you
land?
like it here so much.
Why is that, Lily?
Because those two guys make you feel skinny.
Why would I want to feel skinny? Size is strength. Look at Shao over there. He understands the value of a big belly.
Strange, but okay. Slay 8 snagtooth spotters, tool grabbers, or troublemakers. Then slay 18 snagtooth pestilings. We'll get ourselves some sun-soaked leg guards, which will do us nicely.
Oh,
one of the main reasons
Is to be savored.
why I wanted to move along with the story. The gear will very slightly grow. So, Zhao,
Greetings, wanderer.
this place is great.
Next
Have you seen
one's
how
on
much
me.
food? Oh my god, he's a bit of a unit here.
Jen, I think I know why you like it here
Okay.
so much.
Balloon Boy and Flight Path has been discovered, and Claretta,
Looking to buy?
adventuring supplies. Oh, okay. The deal. Storm going. Well done. Well, okay.
You are in for a treat.
So we can get faded forest hide helms and things to armor level 372. I don't think we particularly need anything like that. We've already got one. That'll probably be why.
Farewell.
Alright, that's good. But we can use her to sell stuff
My
actually.
goods are crafted with great care.
Cloak that we don't particularly need. All that. Letter to Sunshin. We'll keep that on us just in case.
May your days bring you joy.
Okie dokie. So, let's get these large vermin and the smaller vermin as well, shall we?
Look at Shao over there. He understands the value of a big belly.
We also have here the embracing of the passions. While some of the more tame forest hosen have chosen to integrate with Pandaran culture, they remain at the core a simple race driven by their passions. They love hunting and fishing and often will assault anybody and everything in their hunting grounds. An unfortunate situation since the hosen hunting grounds seldom have consistent bordering or signage. Thankfully, most hosen are often kept in check by Pandaran monks. We also have Muno, the farmhand. Vermin, they know just eat our food. They're trying to start farms of their own. The problem is, well, they're Ukendum. You know, leave Muno. Last night, they break into tool sheds, steal equipment. When we wake up, we find rakes and wheelbarrows planted in the ground. They were watering them. They were trying to grow wheelbarrows. Please, whilst you're out there, unbury our stuff. We will get to unearth 7 pieces of farm equipment for a watermelon bomb. Your damaging attacks and abilities have a chance to grant a 1,258 crit strike, and you can also throw a watermelon at a target location, covering nearby enemies in sticky watermelon, which will prevent them from moving. Very interesting. Well, let's get started, shall we? There's one. Of course. Get these guys as well. Worked out quite nicely for us. And here, look, there's a watermelon? No. Wheelbarrow. Oh no, that's a plough even, never mind. Got another one over here. A rake, trying to grow a rake. Oh dear. That's good to know. Lovely. We have a shooting stars that we can use as well. Anybody in range. 2, 1. I do love the fact that I could just use Hurricane. Chattering. We don't need to kill any more of these guys if we can. shooting stars again. Not this time. 4 more to go with 4 more farm equipment to try and upheave. Well, there's something over there. We'll try and go for that. Try and steer clear of the little ones as well. Okay, and there's a wheelbarrow. Got some more windmill cloth, and another one has been buried just where we went past. That'll make it slightly easier. No, we got that. Damn. Okay. Looks like there's the pig farm down there, but we won't worry ourselves too much about that. We need the big ones. I love the sound of the fields. Just that kind of buzzing of crickets, I think. Really nice. It's such a nice little kind of... It sounds summery almost. It's not something we get in the UK. Like when I was living in the States many years ago, I adored the sound the crickets made at night. It's just, you know, it was something that you'd heard on TV, in shows or something like that. And it would always sound so generalized. You know, the soft chirping. And then hearing the Japanese one is pretty much the same. But, oh, hello. Get these guys closer. But it's just that long, consistent chirp. It's really, really nice. Okay. There we go. That's all of that done. We'll go and hand this all in. Oh, there was one up there. And you are an undead warrior. I'll give you some heals. There you go for the horde. Thanks, friend. Now maybe a hosen can get some ooking work done around here. There's no need to swear. I know you're passionate about this.
Why
Fantastic.
would I want to feel skinny?
And they're still talking about their tongues. Pang.
Look at Shao over there. He understands the value.
Surveys the area around his farm. Well, they're not all gone yet, but there's less of them, and they aren't holding their ears quite as high anymore. I guess that they're scared of you. That's good. We'll take these leggings and we'll pop them on. Your help here is appreciated, Thundercall. I'd like to give you another job if you're interested. My son, Ang, runs the small farm just down this hill. He should have brought me some fruits and vegetables this morning, but I haven't seen him all day. Would you go down there and see what's going on? Yeah, sure. I have an idea as to what could be going on here.
Can we go yet? Are you done with your beer?
Almost.
How about now?
Almost.
It seems like this undead warrior may be following us. No. Ah, we do have a quest from Shao.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Are you looking for the owner of this place? Then look up to the Pandaria at the top of the stairs. I'm just a visitor like you. Now, if you'll excuse me, my friends and I are trying to decide something. We can talk again afterwards.
May the mists protect you.
So, do any of you know where the hidden master lives?
I am pretty sure that his why he is called the Hidden Master, Lin.
Oh, sorry. So, where should we search first?
I can try asking the streams for guidance.
The streams? You're no elder, Ashio. You're not
Can
even
we
a
go
junior
yet?
thrall yet.
Are you done with your
Be a
beer?
waste of your time.
Almost.
Follow the four winds.
That's a much better
How about
idea,
now?
Ken. I volunteer to travel south
Almost.
into the jungle.
I will follow the north wind.
Can go chase east wind. Shortest walk.
I suppose I'll go west then.
Very well. As the oldest and fattest among us, I will wait here for each of you to return. Good luck, friends. Once we find the hidden master, we can continue our training.
I see. They're all looking for the hidden master.
Hello.
We're listening in. Don't worry, I don't mind. You're welcome to search for the hidden master as well. So if you do find him, I'd appreciate if you came back here and told me where he was.
Jade Serpent.
Sure. Well, the long walk from the monastery was murder on my feet and on my appetite. I think I spend a while here loading up on energy before I think about standing up again. Sure. We have 4 quests. Clever and Show. I'm not sure where Clever and Show got his clever title from.
Almost.
All Jinyu are clever. I wouldn't say that he's any more clever than most of them. Quite the opposite, actually. At least he's a capable fighter. He did well enough at Qian Monastery to be selected for our training mission. If you want to help him look for a hidden master, you can help him along the valley's northern border. So we gotta find him. That's fine.
Next one is on me.
So all of these guys would have been from Qian Monastery, which we never actually got to go to. Lin is more talented than she thinks she is. Strong of fist but weak of spirit. With more confidence, she could be better than all of us. Perhaps she will find the surety she needs on her trip into the west. She's probably on her way to Stoneplow as we
Are you
speak.
done with your beer?
Stop and speak to her if you find yourself on that side of the valley.
There is no hurry.
Ken, the Hosen.
How about now?
Personally, I'm impressed he's progressed so far in his training. He's got a brain between his ears, which is more than can be said for most of his kind. He said he headed east, but seeing as we're already on the far east side of the valley, I can't imagine he went too far from here. Look for him at Zoo's Watch in Krasarang Wilds, down the path to the south. See what he's found. Wow, alright, you know exactly where he's going.
Protect you.
Now, Kang Branglestaff. Kang's pride regularly becomes overconfidence, which often leads him down dangerous paths. His current path is as dangerous as any. He's headed deep into the Krasarang Wilds. I wouldn't normally ask a favour of a stranger, but would you make sure that he's well? It would give me relief to know that a brave Tauren was looking out for him.
I think I know why you like it here so
I
much.
see. Let's have a look. So we've got Aang, Clever Hancho. There's this letter that we do about the cooking, and then into the Krasarang Wilds area. We may have to do that a little later on, and then possibly down here, Lin at Stoneplow. So I can do 2 of these guys at least. Right now, let's travel down the path and make our way to talk to Anne. Aang. Oh dear. This is a problem I think I have sometimes whilst recording these videos. It makes me sleepy. I know, it's like someone getting high off their own product. It's not exactly reassuring, is it? Right, here we are at Thunderfoot Farm, and there is Aang. However, I can just keep going. There we go. He's following us in. Okay, so take him out. We'll have a talk with you about. I'm sorry for bringing this into your house. We've got to get rid of this guy. There we go. Aang. Let's have a word, buddy. What the? My father sent you? He can be so nosy sometimes. I have everything under control here. Okay. Alright, fine, I don't have everything under control here. I spent all morning fighting off vermin. I managed to clear them off with my property, but they got away with some of my crops. They took them down the river to the south. I have no idea what they're doing with them, but it's probably not eating them. If my father wants his delivery now, I'm going to need some help getting those crops back. Could you help me out? Yes. Yes, I can.
May the myth protect you.
There's also Anna Thunderfoot here.
Tell me of your travels.
I went off this morning to watch my papa fight the vermin. When I came back, the farm was full of marmots. These guys. I don't want to kill them, but we need to get rid of them. Hey, I know. We can close the holes. Fill in the holes with dirt so they can't come out to our farm. So we move 6 plump marmots off the Thunderfoot Farm and fill it. 6 marmot holes. We get a puntable marmot.
I hope to see you again soon.
The marmots get mad if you see ruining their holes. Just nudge them out of the way first. I don't think I'm going to be nudging anything like that. Right, let's fill in the hole. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just watch it. Just go. Oh, I've forgotten how funny that is. I really have. That's fucking brilliant. Fly. Oh, God, they're fine. Look, you just punt them and they're alright. Oh, my God, that's brilliant. Fuck off. Oh, God. Let's go. I'm such a child. I am so sorry. Oh, my God. Right.
Oh, hello.
Thank you, sir. Now I can get back to my chores. A puntable marmot is actually a, I think I can just pop down there, look. It's got a little helmet on. Oh, it's got a 10-minute cooldown. No. Oh, that's not fair. Okay. Let's get these stolen turnips back, shall we? Okay. That's not it. That's a green tip. There they are. They have been discovered. Again. Yes. Well, honestly, I think that's probably the most embarrassing. Where are we up to now? 23 now? 23 deaths, and that was probably one of the most embarrassing. We did try and take on like 6 of them at once. Oh, we're at Shankstead. Okay, we're coming back in later. Now, if memory serves, there is a mount that has a chance to be dropped over here. Or somewhere over here. I'll use my flight whilst I still can. No, it's further along. was thinking about this the other day. Out of all the characters I think I've ever played, I don't think it's taken me as long like to kill something than with the druid. And I'm still at a loss as to whether or not that's the gear or anything else missing. Like the monk that I have kills things easily. I can probably kill something quite easily. Hunter as well. It's just the starfire takes a couple of seconds to cast it still. Very, very long time. Just almost did it by accident. Five of them is fine. So we're going to grab them. Bronze sword. Bronzed great sword of the Earthfall. Well, I'll have a look into that. I mean, we can't use it, but there's all the turnips. Fantastic. Let's get out of here. Let's casually go past one of them. I swear we just did. Okay. And make our way back. Going. If I keep running away, they should leave me alone. In fact, I feel like they already have. There is the shipment. There we go.
Hello.
If my father wants his vegetables, I'm going to need your help. Well, there you go. Perfect. He surveys the bruised turnips and the soggy watermelons. What were they doing down there? We got ourselves some sun-soaked gloves. Here, my father will be wanting this. Thank you again for helping me with the firm and bring the crate of fresh crops
Next one.
to hang up the road. Yeah, sure, we can do that right now. So what we'll do is we'll skip this whole outside bit and we're going to do that was the worst thing I probably could have done. Let's keep going past it till these guys lose interest. Those have lost interest, that's good. And those have just lost interest as well. And we'll go up behind him. Alright, Pang, how you doing, bud?
Tell me of your travels.
Do I smell turnips? Yes, you do. There's your crate of fresh produce. Now, that's what I like to see. Most of these vegetables will be sold, but I'd like to keep some for my family. Specifically, my nephew Liang needs some to feed his pigs. Unfortunately, the pathway to Liang's farm is currently swarming with snag-tooth vermin. They're going to have to ask Miss Fanny to help us out. Bring some of the food we've gathered to Miss Fanny, who stands next to my house, then ask her nicely to send them down to Liang's ranch. Bring Ang's giant pink turnip, Ang's summer watermelon, and Pang's extra spicy tofu to Miss Fanny, and ask her to deliver them. The food must land on Thunderfoot Ranch.
Family, friends, food.
Ah,
These are
that's
what
Miss
matter
Fanny.
most.
Well, let's see now why he said nicely. Okay, launch a pink turnip. There's the summer watermelon. There's a pink turnip. And that's extra spicy tofu. How do you mean? What would you like Miss Fanny to do with the target? Ooh. I would say hit it with average power. Oh, that's done it. Nice job, Miss Fanny. To the watermelon, I'd say hit it very softly. Oh, spot on. You got nice control. Alright, what do you expect to do with the extra? Well, it's got to be hit it as hard as possible. 3 out of 3. Nice. Thank you, Miss Fanny. That's very kind of you. Right. Now I need to speak to Liang. Leave me alone. This is I let it happen. I don't know why I let it happen. I think I'm still in my mindset of I can just tank it, but I really can't. I cannot tank these things because I'm a druid and I've got squishy armor. It's all leather though, so it's something. Try and get as far down here as possible. Irish? Yeah. Alright, so we've got no mana, that's fine. Run as fast as we can. And then we'll go around. You're a pig. This pig's cute. Ah, jeez. Right, well, look, it's Chen and Neely again. It looks like I pass across again, Thundercall, at a pig farm of all places. I enjoy this valley. It almost feels like home, the green fields, the big sky. I've even heard mention that there is a big brewery down the road.
On, Uncle Chen. What are we waiting for?
Maybe it's time I settle down.
We have
Oh, we've already heard this one.
in the world to explore
Settle
Pandaria.
down once and for all. Chen looks off into the distance for a few long seconds and shrugs his shoulders. Or maybe not. Well, here we go.
Tell me of your
I
travels.
understand you're the one who sent the food down from Uncle's farm. Thank you. My pigs are picky eaters, but those turnips and watermelons are some of their favourites. Oh, that's good.
There is no hurry.
Running a pig farm is more work than you'd think, though most of it can boil down to find more food for the pigs. Well, of course, that sounds about right. The meat they'll eat. I told you earlier my pigs are picky eaters. They need to eat meat to grow strong, but they don't like mutton, they don't like yak, and I'm not about to feed them any pig meat. They do, however, eat meat off the Mushan beasts, and they're also quite partial to turtle. Both creatures can be found in abundance to the west.
Setting foot in our ancestral home for the first time in our lives, and you want to stop and rest by a pig farm?
Be patient, Lily. If we explore Pandaria too quickly, we will quickly run out of Pandaria to explore.
That barely even makes sense. You're just saying that because you're lazy and old.
Wow. It's not a nice thing to say, Lily, but you're also not wrong. My skills as a hunter are admittedly quite weak. Can you help out a young rancher and his pigs? Sure. Obtain 4 Mushan shoulder steaks and 80 turtle meat scraps. We'll get ourselves a sun-soaked cap.
Jade serpent.
Back to the sty. I try and keep an eye on my stock, but every once in a while some of them sneak away. With all the confusion these vermin are causing, I may have let my guard down for a few moments, and some of my pigs escaped. Can you look for them? I'll start
Come
by
on,
looking
Uncle
down the hill
Chen.
to the
What
west.
are you
no
waiting for?
Alright, let's do it.
Made of mist. Relax, Lily. We have all the time in the world to
Cute little
explore
piggies.
Pandaria. Take some time to enjoy the trip.
Love good pig. Okay, we're gonna make our way down here. There's an adolescent Mushan, which will be mercilessly killed in order for me to feed a couple of pigs. That did barely anything. Oh my god. This is gonna take So we need 3 Yeah, overall, I don't know whether or not it's me that's playing this correctly, or I just feel like I do so little damage. And the thing that backs me up with this is I did so little damage in my druid in retail. Like, I was cat druid, feral druid, and I was told that was the one that does the most damage. Barely doing anything on the DPS charts. See that over there? The Veiled Stare. Oh, some more shoulder stakes. The Veiled Stare is something that you could just go goes up to this little house that allows you to start a unique quest chain. Oh, that's smelly. Okay, we'll get smelly in just a sec. Oh, Jesus. Also, not sure what if you can hear my PC in the background starting to take off. But it is. Last one off, that's good. Do a quick start stage. There we go, that's all of the Mushan's shoulder stakes. Where was Smelly? I swear I saw it over here somewhere. There it is. Hello, Smelly. Little Smelly piggy. Oh god, you do have a fucking aroma, don't you? There we go, we'll pick up Smelly. Yeah. Smelly is in our bags. No? Don't know where Smelly is. Oh, there's Smelly. Brilliant. And some Rimhorn Turtle. Oh, there's that Alliance player again. Interesting to see so many over here. I've seen more players in this area than I have anywhere else. There's scraps. Lots of scraps there. Where did that pig go? I swear I just saw one. There it is. Ling. There we go. I'll take you, Ling. So it's just Xian. So I just need to kill 8. Was it 8 here? I was assuming it was just going to be ridiculous. This could go badly again. But I also just love seeing them. That's all of them. Leave the lesson over there. One more. Okay. Scrap and a mote of harmony. I do like getting these motes of harmony. I know they're a little pointless right now, but they are good. We also need to go and find Jan. So we'll take off on our Kodo and see if we can find him. There he is. There's also a couple of quests here that are more people. also Kim of the Mountain Winds here, and a quest
What's
we
your
can't
lucky
quite
do?
get to. But that's okay. Let's make our way back and see if we can. Well, we will be talking to Liang. Once we do that, I think we should go and see if we can find. Well, depends actually. Depends entirely on what the quests tell us.
Welcome.
It hurts my ears to hear the hungry squeals. Once you've been a pig rancher for a while, you can distinguish hungry squeals from regular squeals. I'm sure you can. Lang sorts through the meat. You're not just a druid, but you are a butcher too. You've got a good eye for quality pig food, neighbour. And he throws the meat into the muddy pit below. There's the sun-soaked cap.
Next one is on
Here you go, girls.
On, Uncle
Courtesy
Chen.
of Thundercool.
What are we waiting
That's
for?
me. All of it goes in there.
Relax. Hello.
Have you found them? Yes. Yes, I have. There they are.
Explore Pandaria.
There they are, back in the sty with the three. With you
I'd
three
enjoy
now.
the trip more if
He
we
looks
were
up at you.
actually
Thank you,
going
neighbour. I'm
somewhere.
truly grateful for your assistance. You're welcome. I'm not the only one who's having trouble with this stock, it seems. One of Francis's sheep has wandered over onto my ranch for the third time this week. I'm beginning to think he needs help tending to his flock. You should check up on him, neighbour, and bring this poor little thing with you. We bring the wayward lamb
Jade
over
Silver.
to the little boy. Where is it? There it is, look. Yes. It's also got increased spell haze. That's kind of funny. And smelly by smelly. This may be why feeding wolves have been ravaging this kid's farm. There he is. Ah, Francis the shepherd boy is asking politely the thieving wolves to not take his sheep. Alright, we'll get this guy. There we go. Nice one.
Where are you from?
Oh, you have one of my lambs? Yes. You really shouldn't have brought the lamb back to me. He was safer in that pigsty than he was over here.
Come back
Well,
soon.
okay. Ah, hawks. Oh, yeah. And wolves. Piercing talons and slavering jaws. First the hawks came. You probably see some of them circling up above. The wolves came shortly after. I think they smelled my weakness. I'm not nearly as brave as Master Shang, though I thought I was. The Master will be quite cross with me if I don't do something about these beasts. Can you help, sir? Yes. Kill 5 thieving plainshawks and 6 thieving wolves.
Bye-bye.
Also, Lupello. I've been thinking the wolves might stop attacking if we kill their pack leader. We call him Lupello, and he patrols the opposite riverbank. Francis's concentration is broken by another attack. Perhaps you should go and deal with Lupello yourself.
You're fun.
Sure,
Tell
we'll
me
do
a
that.
story before you go.
But first, we'll see if we can get this one down. There we go, and the sheep is saved. I don't really enjoy the fact that he is just chilling out and not doing anything. Aha. Almost. Oh, once again I've overdone it. Heals. Begins first. There we go. There's one. 2, 3. Lovely. Work on more of these. see Lupello and fuck him up. If I just stand in the middle of the yard, it should be fine. Anything else? We'll try and get some more of those wolves as we're going to find Lupello. I'm sure we'll find them. Seemed like a particularly difficult thing to do. There we go, there's one. There's Lupello. Wacha. Okay. That's dead Lupello. I need two more. You two will do. Oh yeah, we got this in the bag. Could almost forget about the two really embarrassing deaths that we had to rabbits earlier. There we go. That's them done. Okay. So we're going to return to Francis and see what he has to say.
Hi there.
They're not stopping, but at least we fought back. That's true. And I know I should be the one fighting them off. Maybe I'm not cut out for this shepherding
Back
after
soon.
all. Oh no, here comes your boss. Francis, we need to talk. Alright, Shang.
Slow down.
Master Shang speaks to his shepherd boy. Francis, you need to show bravery. You have everything it takes to make a great shepherd except the courage to face your fears. He looks over at you. You, stranger. You help the rest of my family. Francis is like a second son to me. Show my apprentice what it means to lack fear. Use this rope to lasso and defeat one of the great white hawks above us. Shang points to the sky and looks at Francis and leaves. Alright, fuck. We will get you if possible. Lasso. Alright. We're just gonna beat the shit out of it now, I guess, right? Yeah, just You've been sabotaged. Oh no. Let's kick the claws. Got this. Sabotaged again, but we'll get back up. There we go, we got this. shots from Starfall. Brilliant. Almost. Got it. Nice job. Sure. Lovely. Okay. We need to go bring the rancher's lariat to Shang. Around here. Fuck the rest of your sheep. We'll bring it over here. There's another little shrine, look. Very nice. Here he is. We meet again. You're looking for Shang. I think he's in the back polishing his melon.
Ah, yes, Lily. But the bottom of this mug is very interesting to me.
I'll leave without you. Don't think I'm bluffing. I don't need some smelly old uncle to hold my hand.
Why are you so impatient? Are you worried that the mists are going to come back before I finish my drink?
Well, now I am.
Oh dear, so impatient, Lily. Alright, Shang. He is polishing his melon. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
What do you need?
You lack fear. I can sense it in your heart. Well, there's your rancher's lariat back. Francis has taken longer than I expected to become an effective shepherd. We all go through these phases. My son Liang was weak too, once too, as was I. But he will learn. It is the Thunderfoot way. We got ourselves a hawk feather band, which is a very cool little trinket, or feather even.
Enough of that.
And there is the achievement for the Thunderfoot Fields. So, what I'm going to try and do is make my way to Halfhill. And I think there it is in the distance. We should be able to see it over there. We make our way to Halfhill. Ah, and there's Galleon, which is that boss I was talking about earlier. Usually on in the retail version, there would be people outside waiting for Galleon to come in, and he'd be up maybe 5, maybe 6 seconds, and then he'd go immediately, just die straight away. Well, there's Mudmug's place, and there's Mudmug. We'll talk to Mudmug next week, I think. I want to try and get myself to Halfhill and get some this quest handed in for everything I know about cooking. I think it was around Halfhill that I started doing cooking in game just because of this quest. So just here, I think if memory serves, just discovered the gilding stream. Some goats, shaghorns. Over here we have Yun Apple Barrel who's selling it. Fuck me, those are some big apples.
Looking to buy?
I think I'm alright for apples, my friend. Thank you, though. Boat builder shoe. Aha! Here's a flight master. Wing Nga. Nga? I don't really know how to pronounce that. There's also Trader Zambezi.
I have many lucky shoes.
More of the same, but we did need to repair. That was a 10 gold repair. That's not very good at all. This one gives us haste, and then the other one. Okay, what I'll do is I'll switch that out. We can sell that, and that, and that. This one will go on. There we go. We don't need that. That can go up here. We don't need that. 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 And that's a carrot. This can go on here. Okay. So we don't need that. No. Keep. No. Alright.
Good fortune to our friends.
Yes. And this is a stable master, which is nice. We need to keep looking, though. He should be around. Here looks like the right place. Yes. Alright. Do you like to cook? Well, you're in luck, because I like to help aspiring chefs. Everything I know about cooking. You have a letter for me, yes, from Sunshin Ironpaw. That's So thoughtful. I love hearing from my old students. And there's the Iron Paw token that we will get.
I hope to see you again soon.
We have an achievement.
May your
Cooking
days
award.
bring you
Obtain
joy.
a cooking award. I've done fuck all, but okay.
Greetings.
So I could learn about being a cook. But at the moment, I don't particularly need anything.
Travel safe.
And then this is all the stuff you'd need for the lessons.
May your days bring you joy.
Ah. And there's a person called Predo, a gnome priest. Well, we've handed that in. That's fantastic. There's the Tiller's
Oh,
quartermaster
hello.
here, who can give some things. Scarecrow's Morning Glory and knife set. Reigns of the White Riding Goat. Nice.
Travel
Alright.
safe.
Not that much here that we would need. So there's the Dwarf Shaman, cooking supplies, yes, okay. So we don't need that quest. Halfhill here, however. And that's the Drunken Hosen, which means we're going to make this place our new place.
You are in for a treat.
It's called the Lazy Turnip. Okay. So, I think what we'll do here is we'll stay at Halfhill. There's a quest down here that we can get to. But we won't be doing it right now. We'll be doing it next week. So, oh goodness. Next week, we can go and talk to Clever Asho. Over here in at New Sifera. We'll see how well that works. In the meantime, we will rest here, see what Lolo Leo wants, and generate. Just keep taking it as easy as possible. I think I might make some polls for the game, or for the channel, that would help gauge interest better. I think the problems that I'm having is I'm asking these questions at the very, very end of each video, and the retention at the very, very end of this video is not as strong. So if I ask it early on, or if I do it in a separate thing, it might make it slightly easier. Either way, that's a next week problem. For now, take care, stay safe,